إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أملنا. من يهد الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له، وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. نعم. So today we read the farewell advice of the Prophet ﷺ by Sheikh Hussein Al-Awayisha, translated by Faisal ibn Muhammad. May Allah forgive them. At the death of the Prophet ﷺ, the Messenger of Allah ﷺ died. I shed tears, hearts saddened. The world darkened, and the believers reproached themselves for any changes that come over them afterwards. The teacher who was beloved to all believers and who was merciful to them died. The one loses someone who was dear and beloved and revered. It becomes lifted with memories. There did he sit, there did he stand. He used to say and do such and such. When people lose a loved one, they naturally contemplate and relive the words and phrases that he uttered. But if the deceased was also revered as a model, they remember his advice, especially his final advice, striving with all of their soul to apply it. They reflect on his words and give them another life through action. If your hearts were wounded by the death of your Prophet ﷺ, then hasten to apply his final advice. Irbad bin Sariya radiallahu anhu related. وعدنا رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم وأيضا بالغة وجلت منها القلوب وذرفت منها العيوب، فقلنا يا رسول الله كأنها مؤية مودع، فوصينا. قال أوصيكم بتقوى الله والسمع والطاعة، وإن تأمر عليكم عبد حبشي وإنه من يعش منكم فسيرى اختلافا كثيرا، فعليكم بسنتي وسنة الخلفاء الراشدين المهديين، أدوا عليها بالنواجد، وإياكم ومحدثات الأمور، فإن كل بدعة ضلال. The Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam delivered to us an eloquent and profound sermon, that the one that caused eyes to shed tears and hearts to quake. We said, O Messenger of Allah, it is as if this is a farewell sermon. He sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, fear Allah, and you must listen and obey to those in authority, even if an Ethiopian slave is made a leader over you. Whoever from you lives after me will see much conflict. Then upon you is my sunnah and the sunnah of the rightly guided Khalifas after me. Bite on it, that is my sunnah, with your molars, and beware and stay away from my innovative matters, for innovation is misguidance. Another narration: فقلنا يا رسول الله إن هذه لموية المودع فماذا تعهد إلينا؟ قال قد تركتم على البيداء ليلها كنهارها لا يزيغ عنها أي بعد إلا هالك، ما نجم منكم فسر اختلافا كثيرا، فعليكم بما عرفتم من سنتي وسنة الخلفاء الراشدين المهديين، أدوا عليها بالنواجد، وعليكم بالطاعة فعليكم بالطاعة وإن أبدا هبشيا، فإنما المؤمن كالجمال الأنف هيثما قيد إنقاذ. اللهم صل وسلم. We said, O Messenger of Allah, as if this is a farewell sermon, then what do you charge us with? Isa said, I have left you upon the white clear proof, whose night is like a day. None strays from it after me except for the one who is destroyed. Whoever from you lives after me will see much conflict. Then upon you is what you know from my sunnah and the sunnah of the rightly guided Khalifas. Bite on it, that is my sunnah, with your molars. It is upon you to obey those in authority, even if it is an Ethiopian slave. Indeed, the believer is like an anif camel, a camel that has some wood put in its nose. Because of the pain it feels, it obeys the rider. Wherever it is led, it goes. The value of that final advice. Imagine the feelings of a tender-hearted mother as she says farewell to her beloved son, or the emotion of having or the emotions of a loving father as he parts from his dearly beloved child, and know that the parting we are discussing here is greater and more poignant. Indeed, the Messenger of Allah was saying a farewell to his companions and to his nation. What, pray tell, did he say to them? Did he clarify for them rulings of Islamic jurisprudence? Did he teach them a matter related to beliefs, one that he had previously not mentioned? Or did he teach them a new ruling related to Islamic manners? The situation called for something else, but the religion and the favor were complete. Therefore, this advice had to be the most comprehensive that he ever gave. If you will, the mother of all, the mother of all advice. If he had to embrace all that was good and virtuous, and it had to warn against all evil. That final advice gives you Islam, Iman and Isan in compact form. It takes you out of confusion and anxiety and guides you to the way of right guidance. No wonder when the Prophet also was given the ability to express much in few words. O seek of good, let us drink from the pure springs that are his words. The Messenger of Allah delivered to us an eloquent and profound sermon, which was in answer to Allah's command. وَإِدُّهُمْ وَقُلْ لَهُمْ فِي أَنفُسِهِمْ قَوْلًا بَلِيغًا. But I admonish them and speak to them an effective word to reach their inner selves. أدعو إلى سبيل ربك بالحكمة والموعظة الحسنة. Invite mankind, O Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, to the way of your Lord with wisdom and fair preaching. The author of Jamil Ulum wal Hikam said that the caller to Allah Azza wa should be eloquent, for people are prone to accepting the message of talk when it is spoken eloquently. In Arabic, balagha eloquence means to convey an intended meaning to the hearts of listener in the best manner. This is the most appropriate words for the task. Words that attract the listener and penetrate the innermost regions of his heart. The Messenger of Allah also wouldn't prolong his sermons. Rather, he kept them short yet profound in meaning. عن جابر بن سمراء رضي الله عنه قال: كنت أصلي مع رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم فكانت صلاته قصيدا وخطبته قصيدا. Jabir ibn Salama radiallahu anhu related, I used to pray with the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. His prayer was in the middle, that is neither long nor short, and his sermon was the same, neither long nor short. In another narration, Abu Wa'il said, Ammar delivered a sermon to us which was short yet profound. When he descended from the pulpit, we said, O Abu Yaqdan, you spoke much using few words. Better yet had you breathed, that is prolonged your sermon. He said, that is Isa said, indeed I heard the Messenger of Allah say. He radiallahu anhu said, indeed I heard the Messenger of Allah say, inna طول صلاة الرجل وقصر خطبته مئنة من فقيه فأطيل صلاة وأقصر الخطبة وإن من البيان سحرا. Vary the promotion of mass prayer and the private of his sermon are reins of his understanding faith. Therefore, prolong the prayer and shorten the khutbah sermon, and indeed there is a magic in some kinds of speech. Once when a man stood and delivered a long talk, Amr bin As said, had it been more moderate in his speech, it would have been better for him. Had Mr. Allah say, لقد رأيت وأمرت أن أتجاوز في القول فإن الجواز هو خير. I saw that I should, or I was ordered to brave in speech, for indeed brevity is good. Here we are today with the copious and florid speech. Yet what is our situation, and what is our status among the nations? We live in a time when orators among us are many, scholars few, a time when our words are abundant and our actions few. One that caused eyes to shed tears and hearts to quake. The tears and quaking refer to indicate a high level of iman. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, إِنَّمَا الْمُؤْمِنُونَ الَّذِينَ إِذَا ذُكِّرُوا اللَّهَ وَجِلَتْ قُلُوبُهُم. The believers are only those who, when Allah is mentioned, feel fear in their hearts. Allah says, وَإِذَا سَمِعُوا مَا أُنزِلَ الرَّسُولِ تَرَى أَعْيُنَهُمْ تَفِيضُ مِنَ الدَّمْعِ مِمَّا عَرَفُوا مِنَ الْحَقِّ. And when they who call themselves Christians listen to what has been sent down to the messenger Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, you see their eyes overflowing with tears for the truth they have recognized. This is the way of the fearful, the true believers. And they fell on their face weeping, and it adds to their humility. Such are the hearts of those who benefit from advice and sermons. This verse of the Christians وإذا سمعوا نزول الرسول ترى يلتفت من الدم مما رأوا من الحق. At this place, these people they have not become Muslims. At this time they are Christians, but they know the truth, and they have now and they have accepted that it is Islam, but they are not Muslims, right? Because Allah has not called them Muslims here. Man, at this time they have not become Muslims, because in the next ayah they will say ربنا آمنا فاكتبنا مع شاهدين. Oh Lord, you have believed, this time they have become Muslims, فاكتبنا مع شاهدين. So this is the way of the fearful, but not true believers, because they have not become true believers. They become true believers by the second ayah. ويخرون دخان يبكون ويزيدهم خشوعا, and they fall down on their faces weeping, and it adds to their humility. نعم. Such are the heart of those who benefit from advice and sermons. They know and apply, they are true in their belief, and they are repentant to their Lord. As a result of their sincerity, their fearfulness, their righteousness, and their tears, they themselves ask for their advice, saying it is as if this is a farewell sermon. So advise us. They sense that the most beloved of people to them was bidding them farewell, which is not a point of wonder, for they were the leaders of the fuqaha and the scholars to come after them. They did not settle for what they knew from previous sermons, speeches, or rulings. They wanted more, for they were insatiable in their quest for knowledge. After all the good admonitions they previously had, they still wished to be given some comprehensive advice, which they could use to further improve their deeds and their adherence to the Prophet's Sunnah. I order you to fear Allah, obey Allah's command, stay away from His prohibitions. I know that Allah is aware of all you do. Subhanahu wa ta'ala is aware of all you do, both your open and hidden deeds. Do not let desire lead you, for it is the cause of evil and the hellfire. Purify yourself out of the hellfire by performing good deeds. If the world it interests you with its forbidden beauty and magic, with its shining gold, or with its associated pleasures, remember the Prophet saying, I order you to fear Allah. If you want to be saved from the trials and miseries, and if you want to be provided with the lawful sustenance, fear Allah. وَمَنْ يَتَّقِ اللَّهَ يَجْعَلْ لَهُ مَخْرَجًا وَيَرْزُقْهُ مِنْ حَيْثُ لَا يَحْتَسِبُ. And if he fears Allah and keeps his duty to Him, He will make a way for him to get out from every difficulty, and He will provide him from source he never could imagine. If you want to be saved from difficulty, and if you want your affairs to be made easy for you, fear Allah. وَمَنْ يَتَّقِ اللَّهَ يَجْعَلْهُ مِنْ أَمْرِهِ يُسْرًا. And if he fears Allah and keeps his duty to Him, He will make his matter easy for him. If you want to learn the way of success and pity, fear Allah. وَاتَّقُوا اللَّهَ وَيَعْلَمُكُمُ اللَّهُ وَاللَّهُ بِكُلِّ شَيْءٍ عَلِيمٌ. So be afraid of Allah, and Allah teaches you, and Allah is the all-knower of each and everything. O Muslim, if you desire to rule and lead, and if you want to be pioneers in all fields and realms, fear Allah. وعد الله الذين آمنوا منكم وعملوا الصالحات ليستخلفنكم في الأرض كما استخلف الذين من قبلكم وليمكن لهم دينهم الذي ارتضى لهم ويبدلهم من بعد خوف أمانا يعبدون ولا يشركون به شيئا ومن كفر بعد ذلك فأولئك هم الفاسقون. Allah has promised those among you who believe and do righteous good deeds that He will certainly grant them succession to the present rulers in the earth, as He granted it to those before them, and that He will grant them the authority to practice their religion, that which He has chosen for them, Islam, and He will surely give them as a safe security after the fear, provided they believers worship Me and do not associate anything in worship with Me. But whoever disbelieved after this, they are in fasiqun, rebellious and disobedient ones to Allah. If you desire to be the most honored people, then fear Allah. Inna akramakum indallahi atqakum. The most honorable of you with Allah is that believer who has a taqwa, pity, righteousness. Are not boredom and wretchedness and crimes that threaten the very fabric of society from the result of low level of taqwa, pity, righteousness, of fear of Allah. The fear of Allah requires from you that you accept the truth, even if it is from one who is seemingly lower than you in a century, gender, wealth, status, or age. I order you to fear Allah. Comprehensive words that are appropriate for every time and place, appropriate for males and females, for the rich and the poor, for those who are white and those who are black, appropriate for both the shepherd and the flock, for the shepherd and the flock. With those words, I order you to fear Allah. The individual, the community, and the entire nation can achieve success, but only if they act in accordance with its implications. Fear Allah, and you must listen and obey those in authority. Even if an Ethiopian slave is made a leader over you, this is similar to his saying, "Asmi watu when istumila alaykum abdan habashiyan kana rasu zabiba." And listen and obey even if an Ethiopian slave who said is like a raisin is made to govern you. And another hadith, من رأى من أميره شيئا يكرهه فليصبر فإنه ليس أحدا يفرق الجماعة شبرا فيموت إلا مات ميتة الجاهلية. Whoever sees from his leader something that he dislikes, then let him be patient. For anyone who passes from the Jama'ah congregation by the span of a hand and then dies the death of ignorance. And the death of ignorance, and he has got some characteristics of the people of the ignorance of the pre-Islamic period. Or he dies the death of ignorance, and the days which he died upon something which goes against Quran and Sunnah.